Good afternoon, morning, or evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I hope you had an outstanding day. I'm Manly Digger. This video, I had an awesome time today. An awesome time. I had multiple guests. One of them was Kaye from Operation ReBoot. Kenny's a disabled vet. And Kaye, I wanted to, I multiple times tried to get Kaye to go out detecting with me, and eventually he did. And I wanted him to tell his story. He had an interest in metal detecting, but I wanted him to tell his story, and he did. It's an amazing story. I'll warn you, it's dark. It's pretty dark. But also, I have Madison Maine in this video. I had Madison Maine come out, and he's not in this video for whatever reason. I don't know why. I didn't take a picture. I didn't even any video of Madison. So the group that Madison Maine brought with him is his normal crew, but also two more detectors from out of state. They had a good time, and I don't have a lot of video. I don't have you may see them, but I intentionally didn't put them in my video because I didn't want to give too many spoilers for his video. That he's making. It got good times, man. I had a good day. It's like I said, Kenny's stories in here. I got to teach Kaye how to do some metal detecting, and I got to hang out with Madison Maine, which is awesome. He goes and he goes and he goes, and he gets to the point where he stops, and I kind of wanted to talk to him and pick his brain, and then he's like, he talked for a minute, 5 minutes, and then he's like, okay, back to metal detecting. All right, Manly Dig out.
First time, well, probably the second time he's metal detect. We got a group back at the abandoned buildings. So it looks like it's... I'm kind of showing Kaye how to do it. And there we go. We're about to hit it right now. Kenny's first find is a leaf. Metal leaf. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I'll go put it on a truck. So Kaye found some more stuff. And so all this was in one hole. I'm thinking this was a hinge of some sort. But then you found this arrowhead looking thing. And that's interesting too. I don't know, it looks like an arrowhead. Have to clean it off and see what it is. Kenny's digging away right now. He's learning how to do it.
My name is Kenneth Blaisdell. I grew up hunting and fishing. That was my life growing up. I worked on a farm, country boy. I worked on the farm till I was like 20. Then I joined the military. I went to basic, went to AIT, then I got my dream station, Fort Wainwright, Alaska. When I got there, I was told, don't really worry about your job. I was the aviation operations specialist. And told me not to worry about my job. I'm going to Afghanistan, fill out all this paperwork. So like a month or two later, we went to Afghanistan. I was in a medevac unit, so I was the one that ran the medevacs, got the crews out, got them their equipment, all that. But I also got to go on missions to help the medics here and there. I loved it, Military was my dream, to go 20 years. I got back from Afghanistan in 2014. And then I was in a sledding accident. Then shortly right after, a car accident. Well, I ended up in a wheelchair. My feet were folded inwards, my bones were bowing outwards. I couldn't straighten my feet. The military decided to medically retire me. So that took about a 6-month process. And it got to the point where I felt like my unit was pushing me away. They moved me to a different job. Then they kind of just said, hey, you need to just stay in your room, basically. Then I had people that were making plans with me, ditching me, leaving me places. Kind of just, I was lost. My mental health was going downhill. And I got home. And I wouldn't leave my room or nothing. Very suicidal. lost, angry, you name it. It got to the point where I was in and out of mental ward 5 times, but one time I had put tourniquets on my own legs with a machete in my hand, and I was about ready to cut my legs off myself. But I don't know what happened. Something came over me, and I just started bursting in tears. And, you know, it's emotional talking about it sometimes. Then I went back to Alaska for like a month, to visit a friend. Worst mistake of my life. With all my meds, I got into partying, got into drugs. It wasn't a good scenery. I came back to Maine. My original goal was to leave Maine, and like, the VA wasn't helping me. They were just saying, here, try this, take this. If it works, good, come back. If not, we're done here. I felt like a guinea pig. Then the church I used to go through reached out to me and asked me, are you a veteran? I said, yes. Someone's going to be reaching out to you. Dan Waite reached out to me from Operation ReBoot Outdoors, which takes vets out hunting and fishing free of charge. And he actually talked to me, asked what's going. He checked out my Facebook. I was in a dark, dark place. And bear hunt came around for a drawing. And I got put in for it. And I got drawn for a bear hunt. I didn't know what to expect. When I went to Dan's house, it felt like family. The kids came out, greeted me like I knew them. It was like a family. The first few days, I was quiet. Then I opened up. Like, Dan would go out of the way to the point where he would throw me on his shoulder, put me in his vehicle, carry me 150 yards in the woods. I got out in the woods again. I didn't get a bear, but it was about the more experience. I started finding that brotherhood, sisterhood again, meeting all these vets, and just enjoying life. I went into, then came deer season. Dan did the same thing. Got me into the woods, got me out of the woods, and I got a deer. The experience was the best. I was very emotional. Dan was very emotional. It wasn't a big deer, it was a doe, but I was just happy, excited.
It's about the experience.
You know, they got me out fishing. They would pick me up, put me on the boat, everything. Dan made it so I got 2 turkeys this turkey season. And it's just family. Now, I have a purpose. I found my purpose, and I love it. Like, I help out Operation ReBoot every day, non-stop. And I'll give up a spot to let veterans go out. And, like, if I go out fishing, I won't fish or reel in a fish until veterans get a chance, because I want them to feel that excitement that I did, and find that brotherhood, find, like, a purpose. Because if we can give them something to looking forward to, it'll save their life, and they'll keep going. Then it's to the point now where my legs are getting worse. You know, before the turkey hunt, I went to a VA. I was fighting with them for years, and they wouldn't do my surgery. They refused. Because even though my life was miserable, it wasn't going to kill me in the long run, but it would have. If it wasn't for Operation ReBoot, I'd have been one of the 22. Then, one day Dan talked to me and said, hey, I know this person. They've gone down to Mexico, got the surgery done. Once I found that out, I was excited. They'd never seen anyone more excited to get their legs off. I took out a personal loan because I didn't want to take from anyone else. I let the GoFundMe page for ReBoot instead. Dan was supposed to go with me, but the pandemic, so we had to reschedule. I scheduled for the first time. When they called me back, I scheduled it right away. Went to the airport with Dan, went to Mexico, I got on. They had me staying in a 5-star suite, everything. Everyone treated me with respect. Then I went and got my surgery for below the knee amputation on both legs. The recovery, like after the surgery, the recovery wasn't bad. I didn't take my pain meds. I refused because I didn't want to get back on those. I was on them for a while and it wasn't good. And back to Maine I went, and Dan from Operation ReBoot let me stay at his house personally to recover for 3 weeks. And he did everything. If he needed to pick me up, he would bring me to appointments. And he goes out of his way for any veteran. He don't care what it is. And I've made so many good friends. Then I got 3 weeks later, I got my prosthetics. Got fitted for them, got my first set. The first day was of course I took pictures with Dan and them, but I could barely stand. The next day, I remember what the prosthetic guy said. You're gonna walk when you walk. Tell yourself you're gonna walk. So next day I was like, I'm gonna walk. And it wasn't far, but I walked without any devices and everything. My physical therapist didn't like it, but like I was just going for it. Then from there on, I was walking like normal. Of course, now I use the cane, but I've slowly learned. Like I'm getting out hunting and fishing again with ReBoot.
Yeah.
Like I'm starting to do what I love. And I can get out into the woods. I can get out hunting. I can help other veterans. That is my purpose, to help other people, get them out hunting and fishing, to give the veterans a chance to experience what I experienced.
Right.
And it's just my purpose to help other people. I made good buddies and I love it. Operation ReBoot is my life. Like I'll do anything for it. I go over there every day and help out.
That's awesome, man. I'm almost out of space on my phone, so that's amazing. That's an amazing story. It really is. And you're walking again. That's awesome. So it's interesting. No idea what that is. That's pretty cool though. See if someone knows. Oh, good stuff. So I found this right here, but I found this cool piece of glass. Looks like it's been melted. That's it. No idea what it is. No idea what that is, but it's made out of brass. It's kind of cool. Oh, my first coin of the day. Kenny's taking a break. In 1965, so not that old. I got excited because it was copper, but. So these are my finds for the day. Kenny and I's finds. So I found these early in the day. I didn't really, because I found these earlier in the day before everybody came by the chapel. This is the most interesting one. I don't know. It's cool. The inside is glass and the outside is metal. And then I put this out. I think it's a shovel. These are Kenny's finds. Looks like an arrowhead. I don't know. And then these are very interesting. Clean that up, see what it is. Very cool. A lot of finds today by a lot of different people. Knocking over. That is awesome. Look at all that. Look at that design. That is cool. That's awesome. That's good fun.